I was supposed to be in that hotel for one night. Just one. Business trip. Boring town. No expectations. The conference I attended had run late, and by the time I checked in, it was already past 11 p.m. The place didn't look bad at first glance. One of those older boutique hotels that try to charm you with vintage details. Faded red carpet, brass elevator, a front desk with an actual bell. Kinda cute in a creepy way. The man at the desk barely looked up. Room 313, top floor. Elevators working mostly. He handed me the key. Yes, an actual key, not a card. And something about the way his hand trembled made me pause. But I was too tired to care. The elevator groaned the entire way up. When the doors opened on the third floor, the lights flickered above me. A long hallway stretched forward, not a single sound. No TVs, no voices, not even footsteps. I found my room, 313, and the door creaked open like it had been closed for years. Inside, a bed, a small TV, an armchair by the window, a nightstand with an old analog clock blinking 12:12. Everything smelled slightly sweet, like air freshener masking something worse. I dropped my bag and turned on the light. That's when I noticed the note, folded, sitting neatly on the pillow. It wasn't hotel stationery, just lined paper, ripped at the edge, handwritten. Don't open the door if they knock after midnight. No matter what you hear, no matter what they say, you'll want to, but you can't. At first I thought it was a joke, maybe a leftover from some Halloween event. But then I checked the nightstand drawer. There were 4 identical notes inside, each one written in a different hand, each one ending with the same sentence. You'll want to, but you can't. That should have been the moment I left, but it wasn't. I laughed, threw the notes back in the drawer, and decided to take a hot shower. The bathroom mirror was scratched, the tiles chipped, but at least the water was warm. I stayed in the steam longer than I should have. When I came out, the TV was on, static, no channel, just noise. The remote was where I left it, and the clock was blinking again, now with a time, 12:04 a.m. Then came the knock, 3 soft, deliberate taps. I froze, another knock, then a voice, feminine, calm, unfamiliar. Hi, sorry. Wrong room, I think. Can you open the door? I didn't move. I stood in the middle of the room, still dripping water, holding a towel, heart thudding in my chest. Another knock. Please? I don't know where I am. I think someone is following me. I stepped closer. There was no shadow under the door, no movement. I remembered the note. All of them. You'll want to, but you can't. And I wanted to. Something in her voice made me want to help, but I didn't. Then she stopped knocking, and the voice changed. Same pitch, same woman, but wrong, flat, hollow. You should have opened it. A long pause, then 3 more knocks, this time from the bathroom. I turned, slowly. Steam still clung to the mirror, but I hadn't noticed it earlier. A sentence had been wiped into the foggy glass. You're already checked in. And below that, something new was being written, as if by an invisible finger. You won't check out. I didn't sleep that night. I sat in the armchair by the window, watching the parking lot below. Every so often I thought I saw someone standing by the lamppost, but whenever I blinked, they were gone. Around 3:20 a.m., the hallway outside lit up for a second. Then I heard footsteps, but no doors opened, no voices, just the sound of someone walking slowly, back and forth, in front of my room. I didn't dare move. Sometime before dawn, I must have dozed off, because I woke to silence, a dead kind of silence, the kind that doesn't belong in a hotel. The analog clock was stuck at 3:33. The red light from the hallway had vanished. I reached for my phone. No signal, not low, not searching, just nothing. I stood up, cracked open the door. The hallway was pitch black. No overhead lights, no exit signs, no sound. I shut the door again. The TV turned itself on. Static. Then, a flicker, an image. Just for a moment. It was my room, filmed from above, and I was in it, sitting in the chair, but I wasn't moving. I looked at the chair, empty. I looked at the screen. I was still there. I turned off the TV. It didn't turn off. I unplugged it. Still didn't turn off. So I pulled the plug from the wall. Sparks jumped, and it finally went black. Then came the phone ring. The room's old rotary phone, the one I hadn't even noticed before. It rang only once. I picked it up. Silence. Then a voice. Deep, male, and far too close. Room 313, confirmed present. One remains. Click. I didn't pack. Didn't shower. I grabbed my bag and opened the door. The hallway was still dark. But this time, something had changed. There were more doors. Way more than before. Like the hallway had grown longer. Twisting. Turning. Room numbers didn't make sense anymore. 312, 328, 399, 404302, and every door had a tag hanging, "Do not disturb." Some had scratches on them. One was melting near the bottom. At the far end of the hall, I saw something move. A person? I called out, "Hey!" They stopped, but didn't turn, and slowly backed into the wall, disappearing into it, like it had swallowed them whole. I ran, tried the stairs. They spiraled endlessly downward. Backtracked to the elevator. Its doors were open this time. Inside, mirrors on all sides. I stepped in. The panel only had one button. Lobby. I pressed it. The doors shut, and then the mirrors changed. They no longer showed my reflection. Instead, they showed others, dozens of them, men, women, all in room 313, all staring at me, some crying, some banging on the glass, some rotting. One of them whispered, "You weren't supposed to last this long." The elevator stopped. Doors opened. But it wasn't the lobby. It was my room again, room 313, exactly as I left it. I stepped out. The door shut behind me. On the bed was a new note, different handwriting, fresh ink, still wet. Don't open the door if they knock after midnight. No matter what you hear, no matter what they say, you'll want to, but you can't. And this time, at the bottom, welcome to the last night. We hope you never check out.